So we are glad you're here to show us your good sense and to learn something tonight. For those of you who don't know what the Tea Party is all about, our core values are fiscal responsibility, constitutionally limited government, secure borders, free markets, and individual initiative. And we know that you know that T stands for taxed enough already. When Ben Franklin was leaving the Constitutional Convention in 1787, he was running down the street and he saw an onlooker and he said, "Sir, the founders have given this nation."
I didn't know she was going to take it.
If we can keep it. So let's all rise and pledge allegiance to our republic that we intend to keep. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing. Those of you who know Ronald Reagan know that he was a wonderful president, but one of his most famous quotes was, "If we ever forget that we're a nation under God, we will be a nation going under." So join us in a few moments of prayer. Thank you. First thing I'd like to do is recognize three special guests who have been the best sports and who their very presence here shows their concern about your health care. In the back of the room, I'd like the three gentlemen to stand. Our very special guests, Dr. Paul Hansen, let's give them a round of applause. Before we begin our film, we'd like to take just a few minutes to conduct some personal business. Each of you has a handout, and I want to go over that, but we also have some clipboards coming around. We're going to start in the back of the room. Let me tell you what they're all about. How many of you saw Frank Luntz after the debate talk to the independents in Colorado? Raise your hand if you did. That was fantastic. There were a group of independents who had voted for President Obama in the prior election. They watched the debate, and then Frank Luntz said to them, "Did the debate change your mind as an independent, and who are you going to vote for now?" The majority had switched their votes to Mitt Romney as of the debate last night, because what they saw made them very happy and very interested in this election. Now, Dwight and I are precinct committeemen for Wild Horse, and we have access to lists of all of the registered voters in our precinct. We also have lists for all of Sedona. We know who the Republicans are, who the Democrats are, and who the independents are. Now, it's logical to assume that the Democrats may continue to vote for a Democratic president. And I can tell from the Republicans that we're excited. The independents are who we need to get to. So what I want to challenge you to do is, we're going to pass a clipboard around. We'd love for you to volunteer to help us within the next 33 days, because that's all we've got until November 6th. And the other thing we'd love for you to do, if you're willing, is we'd like for you to walk your neighborhoods. It's not intimidating, it's not hard, it's not dangerous. We will teach you how to do it. All you got to do is knock on a few doors and hand out some literature that we provide for you and encourage the independents that will send you to the vote, because those independents are going to be key in this battle. So if you're interested in helping us, just put your name and email address and phone number on the clipboard and we'll get in touch with you. Now, what you've got in front of you is a couple of handouts we want you to look at. The first one is Jonathan Payton is running for the U.S. House from CD District 1. He is a fantastic guy, and he's up against Ann Fitzpatrick. This is a tight race. And Kirkpatrick. And this is a tight race, and we need to keep the House. We need the Senate as much as we do, if not more so the House, but we need to keep all of our congressmen in the House. Dwight and I are going to hold a fundraiser in our home in the VOC on October 13th. That's a Saturday from noon to 1:30. The minimum ticket is $50, so it's not expensive. We'll have a light lunch. Paul Gosar is supposed to be there, Hugh Hewitt. It'll be so much fun for you to rub elbows with the candidates. Very informal, very interesting, because you'll have a one-on-one with the candidates. So this is your invitation on the top to come to our home and enjoy these gentlemen together with us. The page that is attached is what you need to send back right away to the Payment for Congress campaign so that they know you're coming. And we really look forward to having you. The page after that is some important dates to remember. We tried to give you a list of dates that are key between now and the election so that you wouldn't have to think about, oh, what date do I have to get my ballot back, or what's happening around town. If you'll notice, there are dates that tell you the last day to register. Hopefully everybody here is registered.
Let's ask the question, is anybody not registered?
Yes, we have voter registration forms if you need them.
Does anybody know anybody that's not registered?
You can take some to your neighbors and friends if they're not.
Okay.
Okay, so just quickly look at this list with me, and I'll run through it really quickly. Mingus Mountain over at Cottonwood's having a meeting. If you want to see the film, The Agenda, they will be showing that as part of their meeting on October the 8th. That's a lunch meeting that is easier for some folks from Cottonwood. On the 11th, early voting begins. Don't forget the vice presidents will debate on the 11th too that night, so that day is there. On the 13th, we're holding our fundraiser for Payton. Again, on the 13th, there's a lot going on. The village of Oak Creek has a rally in the afternoon at 4:30 where the Verde Valley Republicans will be selling hot dogs and chips, and it'll be so much fun. The candidates will be there. And I have a couple of friends from Cottonwood who are going to make an announcement about other things that will be going on the 13th, so you'll really enjoy that day. On the 16th, that's the second presidential debate. The 17th, the Verde Valley Republican women meet. And that's going to be an interesting meeting because Malcolm Barrett will be talking about the propositions. And so if you want to learn about those, you can come. On the 19th, we're going to be showing the agenda in our home. So you're welcome to come over after supper, have dessert with us, and watch the agenda. Just RSVP to me so I know you're coming. And then on the 26th, don't forget, if you're set up for early voting, that is the last day you can get your ballot in. So don't forget, every vote counts. And then the 2nd is, if you want to vote in person, you go to the polls. And then the 6th is the big day. And down at the bottom, I've given you the email addresses in case you want to go looking at the Sedona Tea Party website or Yavapai County. You're welcome to look at it. Now, the second or the third piece here, the little chocolate piece, is a little sheet that we sort of call our cheat sheet or recommendation sheet. These are the guys we like. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do the research yourself. We highly recommend, as an informed electorate, you go to these gentlemen's websites and do a little research. But we just wanted to let you know, in case you wanted an easy way, that these are the candidates that we have a particular fondness for. And likewise, the last sheet of paper are the propositions on the ballot. There are a lot of propositions on the ballot, and we've made you a little cheat sheet about some of the inclinations that we have for these propositions. I would strongly recommend that you go to the Tea Party website, SedonaTeaParty.org, and read behind the icon about exactly what these are all about, so that you're fully informed. But this is an easy way for you to kind of know what we're feeling and what our position is. So all these should be very helpful for you in the next couple of weeks. Now I'd like to call on Bob Windsor for a few minutes and Rose to stand up and tell what's going on in Cottonwood. Bob?
Andy, thank you. And I want to first of all thank you people of Sedona for your attention to what you're doing to try to win this election, to try to take this country back, as we need to do. And that's the focus, the main focus of these tea parties, is to get this country back, because it was nearly taken away from us. And you know which direction it's been going for nearly 4 years now. I appreciate Andrew giving me a chance to talk. I'm the founder and president of the Cottonwood Tea Party, and I know a lot of you. But I've got a rally coming up tomorrow, and I know she printed out some flyers for you. It's going to be a feet on the ground rally called Vote Right Rally, and that's not tomorrow. I'm sorry, that's on Saturday the 6th. It's going to be down at the Chamber of Commerce in Cottonwood. Bring your signs, bring your flags, bring a good attitude, and we're going to show them who's going to win here on November 6th. I would like to change one thing. The Republican Club meeting in Cottonwood is on the 9th. Not the 8th. Is that right, Bob? At the 9th? Tuesday. I believe that's the 9th. Then we also have we have a lot of things going on the 13th, as Andrea just told you. But on the 13th, the Cottonwood Tea Party is presenting Russell Pierce, who is the co-signer of the SB 1070 bill, and America's Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Is going to be in Cottonwood at the VFW. And I know that Andrea and Dwight's presentation is going to start at noon, I think, and last about 1:30. We have our setup where Russell will speak first. He'll probably be over with his speaking about 2:30. And then Joe Arpaio's coming up. He's coming from another meeting in Phoenix. And he'll be speaking to us probably, like I said, at 2:30. So those of you that are going over to Andrea and Dwight's place, you still have time to come over and see Joe. We're going to have refreshments. We're going to have pictures with the two speakers, and it ought to be a good rally. Those of you that haven't met Sheriff Joe or Russell Pierce are both excellent speakers, conservative speakers, and they're well known across this country. So we hope you're there. She also told you about the Republican Club, Hurricane Valley Republican Club, is going to sponsor a lot of people out of Village Bow Creek that same day. So it's going to be a busy day on the 13th, but if you can make all these meetings, you won't be sorry. It's going to be a very, very entertaining and great day. So after that meeting is over in Cottonwood at 4 o'clock, then they're starting at 4:30 out in the Village Bow Creek at their outlets out there. And they're having several candidates come down there, including Jeff Lake, Paul Gosar, a bunch of people is going to be speaking out there. They're going to get free hot dogs and pop and potato chips. So mark your calendar for the 13th. Mark it for this Saturday, the 6th. We're going to have a great rally down there. We started these two tea parties within 2 days of each other, okay, 3.5 years ago. And I appreciate everything the Sedona Tea Party is doing. We need to join together and let the left know that the tea parties have not gone to sleep. We're very active. So thanks again. I hope to see you in all the rallies. Here's Rose, needs to speak to you a second.
Hi, my name is Rose, and I'm the Senior Vice President of the Ladies Auxiliary in Cottonwood. On the 20th of this month, we are hosting a forum with all the LD6 candidates. And it will start at 5 o'clock with a dinner, and at 6 o'clock, the forum will start. So remember, it's the Democrats and the Republicans. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Let's start the movie.
Okay, let's see. Figure out where the lights are. Lights back here. Let me get it started.